So something I've been talking with people about recently is LLMs and how they think. A lot of people just don't know how they think, and I've done a few rants about this. So this time I figured I'd just show you a little bit. Um, I do find if you're looking to prompt more effectively, understand how to be more productive with AI and so forth, uh, just like with other human beings, if you understand, uh, how they work, you work better with them. Just like your coworkers. Once you get to know them, you work hopefully better together. Well, with AI, with LLMs, because it's not really AI per se, it's a vector database, but you can look that up on your own. Uh, it's important to understand how LLMs work, how they learn, how their training data set initially is presented, and then how you can augment that. So let's just take a look. Like right now, I've got on my machine, I've just got Olama, which is it's free. It lets you load any number of models. No, I don't have some like $30,000 setup with GPUs and all that stuff. This is just probably running off my CPU, but it doesn't matter. The point is, um, you can. My dog's about to go and bark at the kids across the street, so I'm gonna pause for just a moment. The fun of having dogs at home while I'm recording videos. So anyway, tragedy averted. Anyway, uh, so let's take a look. Let's ask it, what's the best way to cook spaghetti? And I'm using the GPT model. There's so many you can use. You can use DeepSeek. You can see how it works with code, a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, my video might actually start uh, breaking up a little bit because I'm using the CPU. So you can see that it's thinking. And I'll probably cut this a little bit if it takes too long. Okay, so hopefully this records okay. You can see it's now thinking about it. What's the best way to cook spaghetti? They want cooking instructions. I need to provide some steps and so forth. So it's thinking about what I have asked it before it presents anything. So after you see it think a bit, you'll start seeing it give you the typical formatted response that you're used to. But just take a look. How is it thinking? Here's things I also need to consider. We should also answer in an engaging way, possibly also mention cooking with a proper ratio. Make sure to mention that spaghetti cooking times vary. And now it's giving the actual result. So, based on all of its thinking, it's putting everything together in a more human readable way. So, bottom line, the one stop guide to cooking perfect spaghetti, etc. I'm just going to stop it. And the, hopefully that showed you kind of some of the thoughts happening behind the scenes. I should probably do one of these with code. Maybe I'll do that in a future rant. But I just want you to see kind of how it thinks. You can experiment with this on your own. You can just download Olama. It's free, Ollama. There's so many different models. Just to play with it doesn't require some expensive GPU or really a GPU at all. It'll be a lot slower. You've heard of tokens. Your standard CPU just simply can't process vector databases the same way GPU can. I actually have been trying to see if I could find an Olama variant that lets me use my Intel TPU, probably NPU, not TPU. I'm thinking Tensor. The neural processing unit, those AI cores that are in Intel processors. But I haven't had much luck there. So if anyone listening knows of a good way to make that work, I would love to hear from you. And yes, I've asked AI. It likes to make mistakes. Anyway, I hope you learned something today and that you'll play with AI and understand how these language models work and play with Olama because I think it might help you be more collaborative and effective with your AI work. Thanks.